up so we can play, and I'll like refill my coffee. I forgot to get I forgot to bring up the words with friends, so I gotta get that up real fast so you guys have something to play. Okay. Can you really hear it? Yeah. But yeah, we were talking about like impressions and stuff that people could do, because somebody in my lab can do a Doraemon like impression and stuff like that, and like Mickey Mouse, and they were like, oh, Risaka, who can you do, and I was like, I don't think I can do anyone. I was like, I don't think I have like an impression I can do. You can do a perfect Stitch voice. Oh my gosh, maybe I can do a Gremlins voice, like the yum yum. That's about it. All right, let's do a quick be right back because the ads are going. So I'm gonna refill my coffee, or at least they're starting soon. Give me a second because I'm gonna have to like reload the be right back screen so that you guys can play. But I will be back shortly. Good luck with Words with Friends, and see you in a couple minutes here. So if you're here for a feet stream, you'll be disappointed. I'm gonna be the very best. My mom, she told me not to eat the Pokemon. I said, that seems like a good idea. We gotta put it in the theme song because people have been confused about that lately. This is what you wanted, chat, right? This is what you wanted. Our engine runs on mistakes here. Uh-oh. No! I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to actually hurt somebody. Where's she going now? You know? Oh, you moonwalk. You're fast and slippery. I shouldn't say things like that. No, chat, don't, chat. Chat, we talked about this. You're not supposed to give me away so fast. Like, you gotta, like, lead in with, like, oh, she's a great person. Like, she, like, gives to charity and occasionally commits crimes. Like, you gotta, like, soften the blow. My bloodlust cannot be satisfied. What? You know what? I'm on a murder spree. Come on. Kill that man. Step on his head so it looks like an accident. Look, it's better to go to jail than to die at my hands, I would think, right? I was trying to be all cozy and like comfy for this stream today, but yet I default back to my old ways. Fuck the Aristocats. He broke his legs. I broke his legs. But truly, honestly, don't eat the Pokemon. I'm gonna be the very best. Like no one ever was. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. I'm a cool kid. Right? I mean, look at me. Do I look like a cowboy person? Pew pew, shoot my guns. Howdy. Howdy, partner. Chat, tell me I'm cool. I'm bald. My dad's a scientist. He kills people. Alpaca chainsaw. I'll skin your ass raw. And if my day keeps going this way, I just might break your fucking face tonight. I don't think this is good, is it? For the sake of this drawing, I need to know your credit card numbers and the that little 3-digit code. And the expiration date too. Just for the purposes of this drawing though. It's important. You hear how sticky it is? I'm so excited for Rice. Say you love me or I'll kill you. It got a little weird. I need to speak with your manager. These are not the droids you're looking for. I gotta give them a little razzle dazzle. That's what I give. Let me prepare myself mentally and emotionally and physically. Oh, Dark Souls time, how I hate this game. Oh, you came out of nowhere, I didn't expect to see you here, sir. Oh, Dark Souls time, it's the time of year we hate. I'm rolling around on the ground sometimes because that's the only thing I know how to do. It's a terrible time. This man has got some shields. He's got another friend, and everything is great. My girl wants to bury bodies all the time, bury all the bodies all the time, doesn't fit quite as well. Bananas and pajamas, they slowly poison you. Now don't go wasting my precious time. Uh-oh. Do you ever just feel like sometimes you just need like a really good think and you just feel like climbing down in like an old abandoned well somewhere where like no one knows you're there and just sitting in like the darkness for like day and night with not really much food and like a very small supply of water just so you can like, you know, really think about things.
In an old abandoned well.
Yeah, you know. It was sincere. It was. I am gonna legitimately miss Clarence after I stab him and let all the air empty out of him and commend his soul into whatever balloon hell exists. Because you know Clarence isn't getting into balloon heaven. Not with the life he's led. No. It's straight to balloon hell for Clarence. Forget this haiku. It's not about that one time, with all of the blood dripping from my hands, feeling their body grow cold. It's not about that. Hope it was fun with the haikus. Oh, hey! So there's a guy. Wendigo, see ya! He killed somebody. There wasn't that blood there before, was there? Was there blood there? Uh-oh. I have a lot of sugar coursing through me right now. I feel like I could fight someone. You better watch your back, because I'm fucking up your program. And if you're stuck up, you just locked up. Next in line to get fucked up. Your best bet is to stay away, motherfucker. It's one of those days. I should not have sugar. Oh my gosh.
Timber.
Is it near me?
No.
Oh, good.
Oh no.
You fucking ass! my contribution was bread that was filled with broken bits of glass. And you think I'm kidding. I'm not actually kidding. I just got destroyed by a ghost demon creature with no legs that crawled out of the toilet. But look at me prance. I make decisions sometimes, look, and sometimes I just like randomly dip my hands into chemicals and it doesn't always have the best effect. Normalize calling foods flaccid. It is very coconutty. That's why I stream, because streamers are never made fun of. So that's why we're gonna go to this Lowe's. And you're gonna help me murder. I mean, not murder a person.
I don't need much prompting.
It's true. As I said, you're an enabler. Trying to chill. I've never had so many drinks bought for me in my life, as well as when I was just sitting in a hotel bar with animal face paint on. That didn't really turn out how I thought the train would go. Life, finds a way. Woo woo, yeehaw. Oops. I wasn't supposed to do that yet. High five. This seems fun. I always feel bad, like, because you guys are always killing it and, like, advancing to the next level, and I know we'll lose that progress. But yeah, well done. You guys were killing it in that one. I just wanted to say, I was thinking about, while the Be Right Back was going. So, like, usually when I stream Disco, because, like, OBS will tell you how many people are like currently watching Disco Elysium. Hey Kerbid, or like whatever game you're playing. How you doing, Kerbid? And usually when I stream Disco, it's like, oh, there's like 30,000 followers of this game, but there's like 20 people watching. Oh, thank you for the follow, Wolf Wolf. I appreciate it as well. Also, if you don't want me to call you Wolf Wolf, you can correct me. But I like I can call you the full name if you want. But like usually when I stream Disco, there's like 20 viewers, 23 viewers or something. Today was the first time where I go and look and it's 569 people are watching Disco Elysium right now, which makes me suspect that some big name person is like streaming Disco Elysium, because usually it doesn't have those sorts of numbers. I can call you Mr. Deacon. All right, I'll call you Mr. Deacon. But I'll probably forget and call you Dan a lot, though, because clearly I can't remember the last name too frequently. Either that, or I know, like, recently I posted a article in my Discord about it because recently several of the developers who worked on this game have like announced like other projects they're doing because this like they basically all like disbanded. There was a whole big like upset with this developer and this studio, but a lot of them have recently announced like other games, so I think there's like a lot of hype building up about these other games perhaps. Some big Russian okay, I was gonna say like usually I don't see those sorts of numbers with Disco, so I assumed somebody like big must have been streaming this because usually there's not that many people doing it. Yeah, I was and that's the thing is everyone's claiming that there's like this spiritual successor to Disco Elysium, but I kind of agree with like Mac, where it's like I don't think there can be a spiritual like I mean, depending on what your definition of a spiritual successor is, but like there's only one Disco Elysium. Like, honestly, Wendy a little bit too. But the thing is weird is like usually because I'll usually try to raid somebody who's playing Disco Elysium like when I end stream, and it is really hard, one, to find people who are live and streaming Disco Elysium usually, but two, a lot of the times there's almost always somebody in Russian streaming this game, and it does kind of like surprise me. But I never raid them because they're speaking Russian, so I'm like, well, I won't have a clue what's happening, and half my chat won't either. I don't like plaisance. I'm just gonna throw it out there. I don't like plaisance.
Such criminal behavior would not happen in more developed countries.
One of the studios have the narrator? Like, you mean like this voice, the like Psyche? That would be interesting. I mean, it's amazing voice. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not like expecting anything, which I think is a better way to do it. I think if you go in trying to expect like another Disco Elysium, it's just not going to happen. But I would love to see, I mean, this game has inspired so many other things, so it's like I wouldn't mind seeing some sort of like thing with a lot of the same ideas or like the same sort of spirit, but like seeing like something if it's trying to be this, I think it'll fail, is I think what I should say. The writer's was it only one writer? I thought it was like a couple writers, but yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know. If this was one writer, I'm really impressed because that's a full body of work. I would love to like write out a game like this. I think that would be a really fun challenge. I think it would be really, really hard, but I think I would enjoy it. I'm not smart enough. I don't think I'm smart enough to do it, but do we pursue this line of thought? I'm being a little bit more of like I'm trying not to be a boring cop. I'll say that much. I haven't got an officer profile yet, but I gotta get a sad song on tape. Oh yeah, and tomorrow I have to meet I have to go after 9 p.m. Interesting. Sometime after 9 p.m. That's late. Child labor and slavery.
Those countries will realize they've raised a lazy and spoiled generation. Are we done with the jokes now?
I'm not joking. I know I have so much like to-dos. Most of my like, because I'm still very early on. Gart plus Sylvie question mark. Yeah, this was the result of us failing a skill check. So we think that like we've in our twisted brain, because we like failed the skill check, which means we like failed to read the room. We think Gart just needs to like learn how to be with women, and that we're the man to tell him how to do that. So yeah, that's not happening. But yeah, so we've got a lot of things. Yes, that was something that chat picked to do that skill check, and it failed. Yeah, so it's we. But yes.
Yes, we've had quite enough fun here, right?
Okay. Let's change
The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then, She nudges her glasses.
Yeah, speaking of the mailbox, Sammy. Oh, man. Okay, what about those curtains?
I already told you, it's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you.
Yeah, Summer Eternal was the one that I feel like that's the one from like the little bit I've read. That's the one that people seem to think really has like a good shot of being like the next Disco Elysium, however you want to like describe that. I am, yeah, exactly. I got the same thing, Mr. Deacon. Yeah, I feel like that's the one that a lot of people are hoping, like they're putting their like eggs in that basket. Cheese Quest, good morning. How are you? I was watching you play some Yakuza the other day. I was lurking because I do kind of want to go through all the Yakuzas at some point. I still have to finish Enter the Dragon though. But I hope you're doing well, Cheese Quest.
Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books.
All right. That's quite the fan you've got. It's like a rocket ship. If it's just a storage room, then why does it have a Seminese ward protecting it?
It's just for decoration.
She wavers under your gaze, mouth pressed into a tight-lipped smile. Then something breaks. There were some profanities, yeah. Oh my god, yeah, the pirate one. I forgot there's like a pirate Yakuza coming out. I have to be ready. I have to be prepared for that one. 100%. I am, Cheese Quest. We're having a good time. I'm dressed as the protagonist today, for better or for worse. Perforated. Okay, Perforated. What's the trivia question? What are you going to ask me in chat? It has to be, to clarify, just because some people are confused about this. Trivia, you get to ask a question. There has to be a answer to the question. Several people have asked, mostly Mac, have asked a trivia question that doesn't actually have an answer. It's more of just like a, what do you think? And no, it has to have an answer. Otherwise, you'll drive me insane. All right, what breaks in Plaisance?
Okay, fine. It's because this place is cursed. Just like Annette said, they don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing.
Doomed commercial area. Also, hello, Perforated. I hope you're having a good day. Hope Satisfactory's going well for you. Yes, of course, Mac. Yeah, he did it like twice. And one of the times, I swear he's like gaslighting me. One of the times he was like, oh, I'll post the answer in Discord later because like I have to go to work, and like left. And I was like, okay, fine. But then like never post the answer. And we were like debating the answer in chat because like we couldn't find like a clear cut answer. We were like not sure about, oh my God, Perforated. None. It wouldn't. It still wouldn't. Just because it can doesn't mean it would. But yeah, but then like I asked him, I was like, hey, you never posted the answer to that like question. And he was like, oh, there isn't an answer. And I was like, you said there was an answer. And he's like, oh, I know I didn't. I was like, what the fuck? Thank you, Perforated. Meanwhile, Regatta's like, all the wood would be chucked. Yeah, Cheese Quest streams, you stream at like evening time, my time, which I think would be like super early for US folk. Like really early. It's usually like when I usually wake up to a lot of the US folk and it says like, oh, you like Cylindria is always like, oh, Cylindria went live at like 2 a.m. And I'm like, well, and I'll like log in and it's like, well, she's not live now, which makes sense because it's like 6 hours later. But
are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
She closes her eyes and starts mumbling something to her pendant. Today is pretty much the only day where I think I can actually like catch the tail end of Cylindria streams, because usually they're like way too early for me. But since today I'm already up to try to do my own stream, like I usually have my computer booted up, and because usually I'm just like going to work. Even if I'm awake to see like the end of her stream, I like usually don't boot up my computer because I'm just like immediately heading to work. And by the time I get to work, she's done. But today Usually I can catch like 30 minutes. 30 minutes to an hour sometimes if I'm lucky. But how does this curse manifest itself?
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation.
A shiver runs through the woman as she looks around the dimly lit store.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no! Yeah, I know, right? Cheese Quest gets it. Like, we miss all the US friendly streams, except for people like Crooked, who are just degenerates who stream like super late, and Circa. But yeah, usually I miss like most of the US people these days, I feel like, because they're usually all done by like 8 a.m. for me. Like, every now and then somebody's up super late and I get to catch them. But yeah, Wendy, you're on our side too. Yeah. But yeah, I tried. That's why I still try to keep one generally US friendly stream, even though it means like having to wake up super early.
I like to savor the murders.
I do. Maybe I'll play Valheim again someday. I keep forgetting about that game's existence. I think I was waiting for like an update. I don't know if the update ever came. Maybe it did and I just like never got around to it. There's so many games I need to play. Satisfactory's top of the list right now, actually. Although Mac gifted me Deadly Premonition, and I'm really tempted to play that. It's perfect for October season.
Get away from my board!
Are you guys just doing all the stuff? I appreciate it though.
It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
She peers at the curtains again. Annette mentioned that the previous tenants have experienced some financial troubles.
It's not just that, officer. We're dealing with something supernatural here. It's the cacodemons, feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements.
Are cacodemons a real thing? I mean, as in like an actual like lore? Oh, Wendy, what a day for unscrupulous cheers. I forgot about that existing. In this outfit, that's going to be quite the thing. I haven't done it in so long, Wendy. Tee-hee, she says. Tee-hee. I haven't done it. It's been a while since Unscrupulous Cheers has been redeemed. All right, but for you, Wendy, as being dressed as the protagonist, it's going to be a good one, I'm sure. Let's see if I remember how to activate the cheers. I gotta be like up and ready. You're gonna enjoy it? I hope so, because it's gonna be rough. I should have done the bag. Oh man, I should have done with the bag. Oh goodness. If I had done it with the bag, it would have been like way harder to accomplish. Oh man.
Of all the things you could do,
Cacodemons, load shotgun.
you did that.
Thanks for Geltis. Oh man. Thank you, Moosh, for the hydrate as well. Oh yeah, the dances. We got lots of surprises here. Also, welcome in, Sham Sham. Of all the things you could do. Man, I always forget about that. I always forget about some of the sound alerts until you guys like pulled, especially those ones, the mix it up bot ones. The like non-point redemption ones. I always forget about them until they get redeemed. Some of the bit ones too, because like I have some like that get unlocked with certain bit donation amounts, and I forget about them. Is it because it's your voice? Is that why it feels weird? Thank you for this stretch, Mr. Deacon. Yeah, well, now you know how I feel, because a lot of them are my voice, so it is weird to sometimes hear my own voice like coming back at me and just being like, I like to savor the murders.
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
That's not a knife. That's a knife. See, there's the real accent coming out. Yeah. Yeah, nah. Yeah, nah, mate. Not here to fuck spiders. Yeah. Yeah, Regeltus has that like perfect radio voice. You have like the brilliant radio calm narrator voice. Jamaican accent. Oh, I can't do. Did you just hear my Australian? You think I can do a Jamaican? No. I'm like at the point of like with accents where like I would just wreck. Like I would be offensive to most of them. I think is how I would do. The only voice I can really do is like creepy old lady voice. I can be like a demon. I can be creepy demon lady. The one that really upset everyone when I did it though, and I thought I did quite well, was when I played. This is how long ago it's been because I was with Swole Beeman. Swole Beeman was streaming that Monster High School, Monster Prom. Is that what it's called? It's like a dating sim with like monsters and you're in high school and stuff. And it was me, Swole Beeman, and I've unfortunately forgotten the other person that did it with us. But like I was just voice acting a couple characters and like playing or whatever. But yeah, there was one character, I don't remember who it was or anything, but I just gave them a very like, the chat described it as a very like thirsty, like a thirsty dandy voice. And I thought I did fantastic, but people were like, this is creepy. I thought it was great, but that was the voice that everyone was like really, really uncomfortable with. I don't like dating sims, like, and I was the only person in that playthrough who did not get to go. Like, I didn't go to prom because I like didn't. The person I asked out didn't want to. I didn't really want to go. But like the person I was trying to court like said no to me, and then it was like, oh, you went home and like disappeared from existence and nobody thought about you ever again. And I was like, oh my god, this is kind of but yeah, everyone, like, I know Swole and whoever else we were playing with, they both like got to go to prom and they were fine, but I definitely like failed. And the only other dating sim I played was the
all right, come at me with a knife.
That's fine. That's fine, Mr. Deacon. The cat dating sim that Regeltas gave me, that one, I got killed. Like, I got killed in that one. Like, I didn't know that was even an option, but I like failed dating the yeah, I do not do well with dating sims, much to like chat's pleasure. I don't like playing dating sims. I don't like having to date in games. It's my biggest complaint about Stardew. Oh, the Hato boyfriend, that one. Yeah, the dating sims for me, it's just like none of it is enjoyable to me. But yeah, I usually end up getting the endings where like, yeah, I get like murdered or die alone, things like that. Yeah, but some of them are like really cute. Some of them are like I think Monster Prom is like cute and fun. Like, nothing against them. I just I'm not one to play them. Regardless, yeah, I bet you could do the like Alistair voice with like the distortion and everything too. Salutations. It's good to be back on the air. What about Caco Demons?
There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
You must construct additional pylons. I forgot, that one used to have a sound alert, and for some reason it doesn't work anymore. I gotta like fix that one. Yeah, it's the pacing of the... It's weird, because if you hear that guy's like... when he voiced that, because he did a character in like Kung Fu Panda or something too, when you hear him in like other voice acting things, it doesn't really sound the same, but he fits that role because it's like the old-timey kind of like nasally. I mean, the distortion definitely helps a bit, but oh, they're the flying tentacle eyeballs that you fight in Doom. Oh, I never knew what those were called. I used to play a lot of Doom when I was a kid. I was terrible. Yeah, Wolf is trying out every command right now. Wolf's new to the channel, just curious about things. Feet is... No, yeah, it's just me saying you're not going to have to see my feet. I think it's all feet is. Yeah, Wolf Wolf's just exploring. Well, like a curious puppy, Wolf Wolf is just exploring the territory. I have legs and feet. Well, you'll never see the feet. Like that. None of you are very. Usually it's one person. Usually one person in chat is like super chaotic, like 98%, 99%, and then everyone else is like 30, 20. Yeah, Sammy's 70. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Windy, yeah, Windy's also 74.
I won't cut my bangs. You cut your bangs.
We're pretty up there. Pine, you might have to wait a second because it does have a little cooldown. 70, 74. It's pretty solid. I think there was one time that perforated was like 99%. Regardless is 12. That seems about right. Although you did, regardless, you did gift like 6 subs your bit. Cylinder is also, we got some solid 70s here. All right. That's a little different than usual. Usually it's like one person skewing it. I can't fucking sleep. Oh yeah, it's Mac. That was when Mac was always complaining because he was trying to sleep during my streams. Why don't you just tell me, have you sought help from anyone?
Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards.
She nods at the strange cage-like trinket on the curtain. Pine's only an 18. It's about right. It's about right.
The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Even though now I fear, it's not enough.
Pine, you seem pretty chill today, so I feel like that's like fitting for you today. Sham, Jesus Christ! It's because you walked in with the shotgun, Sham.
Oh, to me so upset.
You got that 98%. Yeah, it's always somebody. It's true. That's